you want, then? Last night.
Oh, you just want to be filled in on things, ordering procedures.
For parts?
Yeah.
Well, I could have told him all like that, couldn't I?
Well, you should have.
Yeah, well, I didn't know what he wanted, did I?
Wasn't any bother.
Yeah, well, bringing you in offers a liberty, I thought.
Yes. Did you know that he is Marion Owen's brother-in-law?
Well, figures, doesn't it?
How?
Well, I knew she was Kevin's aunt, so... But...
Oh, yeah, I never thought.
So, she wants her jalopy service for nothing or something?
No.
Yeah, well, you want to watch that lot, they'll all wheel themselves in on it. Otherwise...
I shouldn't think so, Sidney. Good morning, Mr. Banks.
And a good morning to you.
Morning, Mr. Banks.
Morning.
You get everything ironed out last night, then?
What?
You know, the system and things like that.
Oh, yes, quite.
Well, if you want to know anything from now on and the boss is not around, the foreman or I will fill you in.
Right, Sid, I'll remember that. Thanks.
Yeah, it's okay, anytime.
What was that all about?
He got the idea you asked me to stay behind last night to have a go at me.
Don't know who gave him that idea.
He's got a nose for those things. So I had to invent a little story about you wanting to know about procedures, etc., hence the offer.
I see. Look, I thought it might be a good idea if I met the rest of the management officially.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I hated leaving you like that last night.
I'll give him a buzz if you like.
Couldn't we,
David Hunter, please. If he can see you this morning, is that all right with you?
Perfectly.
Hello, Mr. Hunter. It's Sharon here. Yes. Listen, I've got your new co-owner of the garage here with me who'd like to meet you. Mr. Banks, Oliver Banks. That's right. And Glenda's father-in-law, yes. Listen, he's a very busy man, but he could fit you in this morning sometime if it's convenient with you. Yeah. Right you are. Thank you. Bye-bye. All fixed.
And smoothly done.
Thank you.
Isn't there just the tiniest chance that such expertise could spill over into your private life?
Thank you very much. Bye. Morning. Mrs. Harvey, please.
Good-looking girl?
Yes.
Something about a good-looking policewoman. Oh, did you pick up our mail?
I'll get it now.
No, it's all right. I'll get it. Stella, is there any mail for us?
Yes, Mr. Pollard. There you are.
Thank you very much.
Oh, Sergeant Hall.
Mrs. Harvey.
I believe you want to ask me some questions about something or other. Will there be many?
Well, that depends on your answers.
Well, it's just that I'm a bit tied up at the moment. It's a prior engagement I can't really break. Could you wait for about 10 minutes?
Well, as it's unavoidable, no.
Would you like a cup of coffee while you're waiting? Stella, can you organise a cup of coffee for the sergeant? Over on the sofa's the usual place. Okay?
Sorry.
Oh, not at all. I am J. Henry Pollard. I have a shareholding in this motel. As Mrs. Harvey is engaged, I wonder if I could be of any assistance.
Well, it's only routine, sir.
Ah, not a motel matter, then.
Well, it's too early to say what it might be about, sir. If you'll excuse me.
Yes, of course.
You've forgotten the mail.
Oh, so I did.
Not going to be a happy meeting. J. Henry has been outsmarted. Come in. Ah, Sharon, hello. Mr. Banks, hello.
Mr. Hunter.
Come in.
Good of you to see me at such short notice.
No, not at all. May I introduce one of my co-directors, Mrs. Harvey?
How do you do?
Ah, and J. Henry, of course, you already know.
Indeed, yes. Good morning.
Good morning.
Do sit down.
Well, before we begin the discussion, I think it would probably be as well if Miss Metcalfe were to leave us.
I'd prefer it if she stayed.
Oh, really? Well, perhaps the person you represent would not wish her to be privy to our conversation, so if you'd be so kind.
I am not representing anyone, Mr. Pollard. I'm here on my own behalf.
I understood that you were here to tell us who our new partner in the garage was.
Exactly. It's me.
You?
That's right.
Well, what the devil do you think you're playing at?
Not playing at all.
You were briefed to dispose of the property.
To the highest bidder. There was nothing to say I wasn't to make a bid myself.
Mr. Banks, we stood here in this office, and I told you what my plans for the garage were.
Unsolicited, Mr. Pollard.
At no stage did you give me the slightest indication that you yourself were involved in the deal.
For the simple reason that at the time I was not.
Oh, really?
Well, now the deal has
You
been
have
concluded.
used information that I gave you in the strictest confidence.
It's true you told me quite openly what your bid was. Having heard it, I decided I was in position to better it. I made my offer to Mr. Lamont through his solicitor, and it was accepted.
But surely Mr. Lamont would want the highest offer that he could get, so why didn't he come back?
Oh, Mr. Lamont can be very selective.
You should know.
I resent that.
And I resent the way that you have used confidential information to your own advantage. If this is the sort of man you want to deal with, I shall leave you to it.
Not the best of losers, J. Henry.
I assure you, Mr. Hunter, I did nothing untoward.
And I believe you. It's not 48 hours since he stormed in here and accused me of having bought the garage from under him. However, it may do him no harm to come off second best for once in his life.
I wouldn't bet on it.
And I'm quite sure the rest of us can work together amicably. So, where shall we start?
Can I leave that to Miss Metcalfe?
So I'll pick the car up about 6 then, all right?
Yeah, sure. Oh, hang on a second. I've got some good news for you, by the way. I think I found your Uncle Wally a job.
You what?
Car park attendant at the Civic Centre in Heathbury. Yeah, we had a councillor in there this morning. He was moaning about being let down. So, look, I'll give you this. And if he hurries, then this could be his.
I mean, you can guarantee that, Kenneth?
Well, they sounded desperate.
Oh, Mac, thanks. That's great. You've made my day.
Well, break it to him gently.
Okay, party's
Just
over.
the person I want to see.
What do you want to see about?
Now then, about this rebuilding contract.
What rebuilding contract?
Oh, now, come on. You know it's on the card, so, well, how about it?
Huh?
Dad's part owner. The least he can do is put it our way.
I'll have a word, okay?
Okay, when?
Okay, then. Give us a chance to catch our breath, eh?
All right.
I'll mention it to him. All right, Sydney? I want
right
you.
then, Nell.
Oh, yes, the tanker has arrived, and you and I are going to stand there and check every litre, okay?
That'll put the mockers on him.
Okay, let's go get him, eh? Right.
Stella, is that policewoman still there? Well, you'd better send her in then. Oh, hello. Do come in. I'm sorry to have kept you waiting so long. Actually, it sort of slipped my mind you were there. I could have seen you 10 minutes ago. Do sit down. I hope you don't mind if I just go on with these chores while I chat. Look, it's not about my going through the red light last week, is it?
A member of your staff has received a document which could be described as a poison pen letter, and there is
nasty.
And the recipient has put it in the hands of the police. My inquiry is into the identity of the writer of the document, which, of course, was not signed.
Yeah, well, you're way ahead of me there, officer.
Mrs. Harvey?
Well, I understand that you are looking for the identity of the writer, but you know the identity of the recipient, who is a member of my staff, and as I'm part of the management, don't you think you ought to tell me who it is?
It is Miss Pollard.
Oh, Miranda.
She hasn't mentioned the letter to you?
No, we can't have been that naughty. We should have shown me. Well, you know, just for a giggle.
Mr. Paul Ross is mentioned in the letter in what seems to Miss Pollard, if not to himself, a particularly odious manner. I've been given to understand that you're not on very good terms with Mr. Ross yourself.
Now, just a minute, Sergeant. Hang on. Right, now, for one thing, yes, when Paul Ross first came here, we didn't hit it off. But now, well, we're almost in danger of being described as chums. And for another thing, if I did want to write him a rough letter, not only would it be a real humdinger, but I would have signed it as well.
The letter was written here.
What, in one of the chalets?
In this office. On that typewriter.
Now, come on.
Mr. Hunter very helpfully provided me with copies of the duty lists and staff lists. He said they had been typed on that machine. Now, the typefaces have proven to be identical with that of the letter. Now, I would expect some more considered answers to my questions, Mrs. Harvey. The first of which is, can you type?
Glenn not back yet?
No, she's working late now, 7:30. This letter's from Ron. He's got a week off at Easter. He might come home.
Oh, great.
Is the car all right?
Yeah, fine. Just a service. Actually, I've got a couple of pieces of good news. One, it looks fairly certain that Dobson's got the contract for rebuilding at the garage. And two, I think Max found Wally a job.
At the garage?
No, Civic Centre, Heathbury, car park attendant.
Car park attendant?
Can't you see it? Little peacock telling people how and where to park.
Mean a lot of standing about, though, won't it?
Yeah, well, that should come easy to him. He never does anything else. Right, where is he?
Oh, no, don't disturb him now. He's having a rest. His back's given out again.
Oh, no, he's not coming there again.
Well, leave it till after supper.
Oh, he might not be here. Glenn said something about going out. Oh. I'll tell you what, yeah, I'll put this on the mantelpiece where he can't miss it. It's all there. Name of the bloke he's got to ring, number, hours of work. All he's got to do is get himself over for an interview.
Nothing much seems to have cropped up all day, according to what Jill's left me.
Yes, well, I wish I could say the same.
Oh, not here either. Whenever Val says she'll definitely be somewhere at a definite time, she definitely isn't.
Were you expecting her in here?
No, in the chalet, dressing for an early and boring but inescapable dinner with my income tax advisor. Oh, by the way, how long did that policewoman take with Jill this morning?
Dunno, we had to go to an early, boring but inescapable lunch with a tourist trade seminar. She was waiting for Jill to receive her when we left.
We've only just got back.
Good-looking girl. Policewoman, name of Hall. Didn't you see her having coffee in reception when you went out?
Not to notice that particularly, no.
Did Jill mention what it was about? I mean, you were in here when the receptionist phoned to say the policewoman was waiting for her. Surely she said something about it?
No.
Well, what's your guess? Petty thieving amongst the staff? Breach of licensing laws?
No. And there's nothing in these messages that Jill left for me.
Oh, well. Still, most attractive-looking girl. Yes, it'd be quite a pleasure to be investigated by somebody like that.
Why are we climbing up?
Don't you think his daughter should tell him about the poison pen letter and no one else?
Well, I'd love to, darling, but I'm not sure about springing it on Oliver. He isn't even home yet. Well, I'll try, darling, but... Look, he's not going to give you much time. Super. Look, give me 10 minutes to ring around and I'll see if I can... Hang on. Darling?
Yes?
Here a minute. That's Oliver now. Darling, Bunty, can we go to dinner tonight?
If you like.
Bunty? Yes, it's fine. Oliver's got nothing lined up. 7:30ish. Lovely. Bye. Well, you're in a particularly good mood.
I've had a good day.
Huh? Doing what?
Taking over a new company.
Profitable?
I certainly hope so.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, dear. What on earth can I wear? Oh, yes, the black velvet with the lace. Oh, damn.
What?
I can't. Wore it to the Parkinsons. Bunty was there.
Well, I hardly say it's going to be any problem. You've got a whole wardrobe of things to choose from.
I can't bear it when it's obvious you're ringing the changes. Do you think to celebrate this takeover thing we might do a little shopping?
If you like.
Darling! Thank you. So what is it this time?
What?
That you bought into?
Oh, the motel garage.
Oh, sounds dreary enough.
Make money where you can find it these days.
Just a minute. Wasn't J. Henry Pollard after that?
That's right.
Oh, don't say he's lost interest.
Anything but. I beat him to the draw, as they say.
You what?
Got in first.
Are you mad? Do you know what this'll mean? Doing that to a man like J. Henry? We'll be out in the cold.
I dare say I'll find a little warmth somewhere.
Right, I'm through. And after that lunch, all I feel like is a salad in the sitting room tonight. What about you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, are you coming then?
Oh, it's only 6:30. I'll wait on for someone for a bit.
Oh, who?
I have been going through your day's briefings you left for me.
Ah, then you will see that I run a tight ship.
But you neglect to mention the thing that interests me most.
I did.
Sergeant Halls.
How did you get on with her, Jill?
Oh, she walks all over me. But you wouldn't be laughing if you'd just been put through the hoop by her. Honestly, she gives you the impression that she's standing in one place, then she jumps all over you.
Gossiping about me?
No. Did you know your husband's looking for you?
He thinks you should start getting ready for dinner.
And I think that you should have told us about Sergeant Hall days ago.
I didn't know about Sergeant Halls days ago.
But you do now. You must. You more than any of us. I mean, after all, Miranda must have shown you the letter that brought her here in the first place. What did it say?
Didn't the sergeant tell you?
Well, not really. Just that it was juicy.
What did it say, Valerie?
Miranda neither showed it to me nor discussed it with me.
It's not odd.
Oh, perhaps Miranda didn't think it was important, just stuff for the waste paper basket.
Well, it was enough to bring the police swarming here.
Well, hardly a swarm. Sergeant Halls is one woman.
She is a swarm. Well, she's not after me anymore. Who is she after? What did she say when she interviewed you, Valerie?
She didn't interview me.
Not at all.
Not at all. Surprising, Barbara.
Well, yes, Valerie. Very surprising.
There you are. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now, are the hunters still in there?
Why?
I think they are clamming up on me about a policewoman.
Why's that?
Well, how do I know? It's the one we saw here this morning. They didn't mention to you while she was here, did they?
No.
Oh, then they're clamming up on both of us. Must be something I should know.
Oh, I don't see why.
You developed too much trust in everybody since you developed a trust in me. I wonder if I should put Paul onto digging.
Oh, no, darling. I wouldn't do that.
No, you're right. Certainly can't trust him, especially with people who don't trust me. Oh, I've got a better idea. Guess who?
Me?
No. Someone who's always girls together with Jill, who works with her, who's always in and out of that office to pick up the odd dropped word. Oh, surely you can guess that.
Do you know, I think I'd rather not try.
Then I shall tell you. Our lovely daughter, Miranda. Yes, that's who I'll put on to solve the mystery of Sergeant Halls.